Hey everybody, welcome back to MvM Wednesday live stream. It's me and David here again today with Earth.
You sounded like one of those taste tester guys there for a second.
Like
it's your boy Brian. Don't even do it.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But we're here today with Earth, not necessarily the planet, but yes. This is the new game from Inside Up Games. I don't know if you've seen this or heard of this. It's kind of blowing up on Kickstarter right now. It's doing really well. We decided to live stream this only because this was one of our most anticipated games. It's MvM Approved title. David, you absolutely fell in love with this game when you first played it.
I mean, I fell in love with this game. I played it. We did some content. In fact, if live streaming is not your thing, first of all, I'm not sure why you're here. But second of all, we do have a round one up of this. Alicia and I played it and had a blast. And it really demonstrates how the game is played very, very well. Yep. So go check that out.
But you're going to get to see a full game. Two-player game here. So
full game. Hopefully I destroy Ryan. We'll see. Probably not.
Before we get started, though, I do want to announce a few things. Like always, we always say big thank you to Game Toppers for sponsoring the stream and helping us get started with all of our equipment and everything. And then also another big thank you to Off the Page Games, who last week we played Mind Management, and they gave away a copy of that. And that went to
Wesley?
Yeah, Wesley. I don't know how to pronounce his last Kinslow. Kinslow. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that.
It's really small. We're looking at across the screen, and we're both getting old and can't see anything.
Actually, yeah, that's true. I am
getting old.
I am getting old.
I'm getting older.
And yeah, if you're having trouble hearing us at all, let us know, because we're always kind of trying to change up the audio and try to make everything better week to week. So
yeah, we are.
It's a constant change.
It's a constant struggle, is what this is.
That's true.
What I will say is today in particular, we're trying two new things. So let us know, give us some feedback on how things look and how things sound, because we are back to lav mics, but we're using them a little bit differently.
So we'll see how they sound. But either way, hopefully you guys can hear us as we talk about Earth. So this is a tableau building game where with kind of like some action selection elements. So let me show you guys kind of what we're working with here. So I moved my chair, as I tend to do sometimes. All right, so this is our kind of our start of our tableau. You've got a player board here, and we're each going to be building off to the side. This is my side, Ryan's side here, and David's side over here.
I mean, it'd be awkward if it was the difference.
We're going to be taking these cards, and we're going to be making a 4x4 grid that represents our island. And we do get to start with a few things at the start of the game. We get to choose which island we're building, which is going to determine our starting setup and some of our early abilities. We get to choose what kind of climate it is. You get to choose from multiple climates. And then you get to choose your ecosystem. Thank you.
Can you tell I learned
I don't know all the terms. But this is kind of in-game scoring. All these, so it's like green cards are in-game scoring. The orange cards are climate.
Ongoing abilities.
Yeah. All of these are going to give you ongoing abilities in addition to helping you start your setup. In addition, you'll see the 4 actions printed here. You should see these blocks of color, green, red, light blue, and yellow. Those are the main actions of the game. And we'll talk about them as we do them. But what's neat to know is that you get something and everyone else at the table gets something, which is pretty cool. So you're always getting something no matter whose turn it is. And also you're triggering all of the cards in your tableau that match that color. So even if David takes the blue action, I'm triggering a whole bunch of blue cards that are in my tableau, which, again, you're always doing something even during your opponent's turn, which I think keeps this game going. Now, we did not pre-select our starting cards. Maybe we should have.
No, we didn't. It's part of the game, and this is an interesting part of the game that is probably overlooked in a lot of videos because they usually start up with everyone having their cards. But choosing these cards, in the advanced mode, if you will, you get 2 of each of these, and these are all double-sided cards. So you're effectively kind of building your starting scenario out of several possible, 4 possible options on each of these. So what island are you going to go with, Ryan?
I think I'm going to go with Santorini Island as my start.
Santorini?
So Santorini gets me a starting hand of 4 cards.
Holy game crossover, Batman.
2, 3, 4 cards in my hand. And I start with 4 soil. Soil are these black, I don't want to call them cubes. I don't know what you call them.
Well, they won't be that in the final game.
Correct.
They're actually soil tokens, but they have these black
gems almost, these black crystals. This represents soil, and I'll start the game with 4 soil. And this is what you're going to be using to plant plants into your ecosystem.
I'm going to use Metis Shoal Island. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's what I'm using. This is going to give me 7 cards. Did you draw?
I did. I only had 4 cards.
1, 2,
so I didn't get a ton
4,
of stuff.
5, 6.
You could draw from either pile. This is not my pile, your pile. That's just
7. Yeah, we split the piles up because it's
stack.
a massive stack of cards in this game. So we're taking those cards, but we're going to have to get rid of some of them in a second. And I also get 4 soil. So.
I have to get rid of 0. I keep all
really?
4 of my cards.
Oh, you only took 4. So
That's
I took 7.
Santorini says.
A lot of these startup cards will be put into compost for many of these starters. But we'll do that in a second. Let's pick our climates. What climate are you going to go with?
Tiff said that your raving review of Earth made her break her no Kickstarter record.
It wasn't my raving review. I played with Tiff, and she was very aggravated with me because she had to break her no Kickstarter rule this year already.
So this gives me, Santorini gives me a bonus whenever I play a yellow card into my tableau. So do I have something that triggers off of yellow abilities? I do.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm going with the hot summer continental climate.
The hot summer continental?
And if you can see on the top down, there's some colored abilities. Those are all going to fire off on all of your cards.
I don't know.
When you or the other players choose that action. So I'm kind of trying to build a little bit of a red engine. It's one of Ryan's favorite things that I do.
I think I'm going to do...
We should have taped these player boards down.
Tropical monsoon, maybe? No, I'm going to do subtropical highland climate. It gives me benefits for taking the yellow action. I get benefits for playing yellow cards. I might be doing some stuff with yellow here, so we'll see. And then what are your options? I've got, these are all double-sided too, so you actually have 4 choices for every one of these.
I can tell you, this is the first time I've struggled with a decision like this because I want to use this card, but it is the most difficult pronunciation of all of my ecosystems. But
Is that why you don't want to use it?
I'm going to go for it anyways. This one gives me end of game scoring 6 points, and whenever you see this symbol here, the 6 leaves, that's the points in the game per row if all 4 cards share 1 ability color. So that's going to give me some direction on how I build out my tableau. The ecosystem is Waiatapu. Waiatapu?
Waiatapu? I don't know.
Waiatapu.
I'm not, don't ask me for pronunciation.
I'm going to say Waiatapu. It's a beautiful, beautiful ecosystem. So I'm done with my setup. What's your ecosystem?
I'm going to do the Atlas Mountains ecosystem. I get 5 points for every column with 4 cards that are all the same type.
Plant type.
Or
terrain.
Or terrain. Because a terrain is a special
Although
type
you're not
well.
going to have a lot of, like, you probably won't have
10,
more
15,
than 1.
20 points could have.
You're going to have all terrain?
No, 4 terrain in a row, you mean?
I guess you could have terrain.
I could have 4 terrain straight down in a column.
You could. In fact, you did that in our first game.
I actually did, mistakenly. Yes. So that's our setup. Now, we also start with these 6 things out here. We've got 4 goals, basically, that we can complete for points. We have, the gorillas? 4 or more plants, David, that are completely filled with seeds and growth, which we'll talk about.
Plant cubes.
And these growth
and growth pieces.
The hummingbirds want 3 plants with a color in their name.
Oh, I've played this game 5 times. Side note, played it 5 or no, this is going to be my 6th or 7th time actually. I have not once had a fauna card that triggered off of that. There's a wide variety of cards in this game.
Penguins want you to be the first to fill a 3x3 area.
Oh, never had that one either.
And rainbow bugs are 2 or more multicolored abilities.
I think I've had that one. I've definitely had gorillas. So I have to finish my setup. I drew 7 cards, but I have to do what they call composting 4 of those cards. So I'm really only going to start with 3. So I'm going to put these 2 cards and 2 more into my compost pile. Compost, like a lot of the other resources you collect in this game, are indeed a resource. Each card here is meaningless other than the fact that they're 1 point at the end of the game for every card in my compost pile. But there will be abilities that we can get out of our tableau that might allow you to spend some of your compost to do some things. And that's what this game is all about, is building an engine to spend some resources to get other resources and hopefully convert things into points.
All right, well, let me talk about our 2 in-game goals. So we have points here, 7 points per column in which all 4 cards have a different number of growth. Which you'll see how growth works here in a minute. And the other one is 5 points per column if all 4 cards have a different ability color.
Oh.
Yeah. And the multicolors are wild, so you choose what color they count as?
I don't want to get rid of all my compost cards. I'm sorry.
The multicolored cards, you choose what color they count as? or do they count as
They
all?
count
the
as
colors?
all colors.
So if you
For
put them in a
scoring
column,
purposes.
then that already wipes out that column. $5 per column if all 4 cards have a different ability color.
Well, yeah, but that has 3 different ability colors.
Right, so they have to all be different. That means you
Oh
have
yeah,
to,
if you put all 4 multicolors, you're out of luck.
right.
Four ability colors is tricky.
Yeah.
Because there's only 3 main abilities that are going to appear on cards a lot. Green ability, the planting ability, will appear very rarely.
And there's some brown ones.
There's
as well.
some brown and black ones too. So those do all count for these purposes. Yeah. I've got to get rid of one more card, Ryan. If you guys don't mind waiting for an hour while I choose which card to get rid of,
well,
that's what's happening.
Maybe I should go first while you're choosing.
Why don't you do that? I
right.
think that's a good idea.
Then I'm going to go first. I don't want to take the red action. That's really good for you. Oh, no, that's only if you chose the red action. Both of yours say if you chose it. So if I chose it, it's not such a big deal. So I'm going to do that.
Oh, no. I'm composting that ability. There's a card here that said I can't use the red. I cannot choose the red action.
Oh, that's your whole thing.
That's not a game. That's not a card you won't play at the beginning of the game, for sure. And it is my whole thing.
So I am going to do the red action. So what happens when I take the red action is I get 5 soil. Again, this is like the currency that you're using to plant. And I get to compost 2 cards from the deck. What that basically means is I just take cards from the top of the deck and put them in my compost pile. These cards can come from your deck or your hand based on what the icon tells you. And they're another resource that you might be spending. Some cards require you to remove cards from your compost pile, which means they already have to be there. They're also worth points at the end of the game. So.
All right. So I get to follow. So I can either take 2 soil or do the 2 compost off the deck like that. And I'm going to take 2 soil because I always like.
Oh, and then I have no red actions to trigger. And your red actions trigger
this
when
one,
you choose it.
this is if you choose it, and this is if I choose it. So I have to be the active player to
do that. I had no red abilities trigger, so that's it. That's my turn.
So now it's my turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the green ability. By the way, the red ability is the compost. I don't know if you mentioned it.
Yes.
That is the compost ability. I'm going to go over to green, which is the planting ability. So I can play up to 2 cards into my tableau, and then I'll draw 4 cards, keeping one of them. Ryan, at the same time, in fact, can just play 1 card in his tableau if he wants to, and he gets to just draw 1 card.
I'm going to spend 5 to play 1 card. Now, when you're playing cards, they do go out into your 4x4 grid, but where you place it doesn't really matter right now because you can shift it around. You can basically shift around where your grid is.
Yeah, you have to shift the entire set of cards. You can't move cards around willy-nilly.
Right, so if I decide, though, that I want this to actually something to play to the left of this, I could, as long as I don't mess with the arrangement of them. But I'm playing wheat.
You're playing wheat for the 5 soil?
I paid 5 soil. I'm down to 4. I'm playing wheat, yeah.
I'm playing the Heron Mully for 4 soil. And, because I can play 2,
yeah,
I'm going to pay. I mean, I'll just play this. What were the situations here? Oh, 4 different colored cards. Okay.
Okay. See, Max is here with us today. Max is with the multicolored ones. You can choose what color they represent. So if I'm missing a red, I can choose that it's red.
Oh yeah, right.
Okay, it's not. It doesn't automatically count as all 3 of the 4.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah. So that gives me a little bit more hope.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's repeated. It's just basically has to have a different one, and if it has one of the ones that
all 4 cards have to have a different ability color.
I know,
it can't be repeated.
I know, but if that's the only one that has blue,
sure, then it can count as blue.
It's the blue.
Right.
So I played this for my 2 soil. So I've got the Heron Mully and my favorite, Jalapeno, in play now.
So you're just doing a bunch of red actions, aren't you, David?
I'm gonna see how that goes. I've played the game with a significant amount of compost actions, and it paid off pretty well. But we'll see.
Chris says he likes a high draw strategy. Chris. What's Chris's last name? Chris Walters.
You want to talk about a high draw strategy?
Because I'm about to draw cards with the yellow action.
When I played with Tiff, she had a high draw strategy because she had like 20 cards in her hand at one point.
Well, so I'm drawing 4 cards because of my yellow. That's the yellow ability, and 2 growth. Now, some plants, a lot of plants, have this little circle up in the corner where you can put growth, and it tells you how many they can hold. This one can hold up to 3, and I'm putting 2. So I'm going to put 2 on it right there and stack it.
So I can do
That's
draw.
pretty good.
I can draw 2 cards or put 2 growth out.
I'm going to trigger my Subtropical Highland ability. Remove a card from your compost. So remember I said you'd be spending these. So I get rid of a card out of my compost. 2, draw 2 more cards. I'm going to take one from your stack.
I'm also going to choose the growth option, and I'm going to place this Heron Mully holds 2. So the first one is one of these sort of stem pieces, and then you put one of these delightful little canopies on top to say that it's done. Now again, when I say it's done for now, unless I have another card that lets me spend growth pieces in the future. So are we all done with yellow?
I've finished my yellows because I have nothing that triggers.
But wait.
Well, that one that triggers.
I have one that triggers, or it would if I had soil. The multicolored Heron
You have
Mully.
no soil.
I have no soil, which kind of stinks, but that'll change here soon. Because, you know why, Ryan?
Why?
I'm going to take the compost action.
Of course.
So I'm going to get 5 soil because I need it badly.
I'm going to take the 2 soil as well. I don't want to compost right now.
And then I can compost off the deck.
I just took this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 soil.
And then I fire off a bunch of things.
You do.
So my island says draw 2 cards if I choose the red action, which I did. Ta-da. This one says plus 2 soil if I choose the red action, which I did. And then this one over here says spend a soil to put 2 plant cubes out. So I'm going to put that soil out and get 2 plant cubes and put them there. And just so you know, whenever you get growth pieces or plant cubes, you can put them anywhere you have space for them, but you have to have space for them. So plant cubes and growth pieces, you can't just collect them and have them in a supply. They have to go on your cards. Soil, on the other hand, is all you want. So I did that, and now I'll do this. Spend 1 soil to get 2 more cards.
See, that's why I don't really want to take the red action.
But do.
I'm not gonna.
Dude,
I don't think I'm gonna.
5 soil. 5 soil, Ryan. Look
Yeah,
at
but
all
still,
the soil.
you only get those 2.
Don't you want the soil?
Actually, I do want the soil, and I think I'm going to do it, actually. And I have a very specific reason for doing so, which I'll talk about. Because I get 5 soil for doing that, plus I get to compost 2 cards from the deck, like David just did. Those 2 only trigger when David takes the action, so he's triggering those 2, which means he's spending the soil that he just got, which means that he's not probably going to be playing cards. So, you have to make a... I noticed you have to make a decision here.
I do have to make a decision.
Because you really need that soil.
I mean, do I?
Well, you always need
if
soil.
I want to plant, but I can take the soil action again too. So you've done yours.
Yeah, I've got nothing that triggers with red at this point.
So I am
that
going
will
to take.
Change.
I am going to take the 2 soil. And then I'm going to do something that we haven't done yet.
Okay.
I'm going to play Earthquake.
Oh, an action card.
An event card.
Oh, event card.
They are playable literally at any time you want, as I understand it. On your turn, on someone else's turn, you can just play them. Those go to your player board here because they may be positive or negative points. This one happens to be 0 points at the end of the game. However, I can spend 2 growth pieces, which I happen to have.
Yep.
To compost 5 cards.
If you're wondering why David had the little green cap on one, that's just to denote to you that you cannot grow that one anymore. Basically, that's as high as it can go. So you can look at a glance and you can see if your plant is finished growing.
So I took the 2 soil and now I can fire things off. These don't fire off because I didn't choose it, but I can spend 1 soil to put out 2 more plant cubes.
Yep.
Which I will. And then I can spend soil to draw 2 more cards, which I will. I mean, I don't want to say this is a satisfying engine right off the bat, but
it is.
It's pretty satisfying.
I mean, it's fine.
Ooh.
Red is 1 of 4 actions, so you can spam red forever and just get a bunch of soil.
Spend red forever.
Spam red over and over again. I'll appreciate it because I'll get soil too.
That's true. And that was your turn, right?
That was my turn.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll remove mine when my turn's done. That way there's no confusion.
I should be looking at the fauna cards.
You should be.
I should be. Well, I'm going to... I only have 5. That's no good.
It's fine with me.
You know what I'm going to do really quick?
What are you going to do?
Ooh, look at that. Dust Storm, everybody.
Minus
I'm
4
not
points
playing
at
it.
the end
It
of the game.
is -4 points, but it would get me some soil.
It would.
But that soil's not really going to help me at this
I like those
moment.
-4 points.
But I think I'm going to
John
do
asks,
it.
how long is a 2-player game when you have experience? Well, the thing about Earth and games like
It
this,
can be very fast.
it can be. It is player controlled though, so your speed of your game is based on how fast people are planting.
Yeah.
If people decide that they would rather just get soil engines and have soil 20 turns in a row, but one player at the table is probably going to be pushing the game forward.
Yeah, you can definitely push it really fast, but it is one of those games that dangles a lot of like, oh, this is just fun to get all these things.
But even so, I'd say no more than an hour with 2. Probably way less.
2 experienced players could get this done in probably
30 to 40
less
minutes.
than 45 minutes.
30 to 45 minutes, if
they are
want
playing
to.
faster than we are right now. I'm going to play Dust Storm. It's going to be -4 points, but I'm getting 3 plant cubes to get 5 soil right now.
Okay, and what action are you choosing?
I am going to choose plant.
Good. I'm going to plant something too. I had this all in mind.
Did you?
I'm adding the New Zealand flax. Yeah, it cost me 8 soil though. 8 whole soil, but I do get to draw a card. I'm going to draw a card from your deck this time. Oh, nice.
Ooh, I kind of like that too.
You triggered green, huh? I get 2 soil. And that's it for me.
I'm going to try that high card draw strategy too.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, so I am going to play the Dwarf Willow right there for now, for 2 soil.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lingzi, it's a mushroom.
Yeah, looks like it.
Lingzi, I'm going to place this right here.
What are you doing? All right? Are you more
For
red
6.
cards out? Oh no, a blue card finally.
For 6 soil. And then, oh, you know what we forgot to do last time we planted? Did you draw a card?
Yes.
I did not, but we'll skip it. But I'm not skipping it this time.
I did draw a card.
I forgot to draw 4 and pick one last time.
David.
Exactly, right?
All right. Are you? Is that your last thing? Because I did my green, so.
I'm picking this one. Where's our discard pile? Right here.
Sure. Off the screen is where I've been discarding things.
Oh, that's fair.
I think I'm gonna do light blue. So, light blue is gonna give me 6 6 seeds, which I
This
can.
is the watering ability.
4, 5, 6 seeds and 2 soil. And I can trigger all my light blue abilities, which I have 1 here, -1 soil to get 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure, I'll do that. -1 soil to get 3 more seeds, which are these little green cubes. And then -1 seed to draw 1 card. So I'll do that as well. Oh, interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, that's me. That's all my light blue stuff.
Alright.
Yeah, solo is about 30 minutes, they're confirming, which I haven't played this solo. There is a solo variant, though. There's also a team variant, which I haven't played either.
I'm going to take the soil.
2 soil?
2 soil.
Alright. You have any light blue that trigger?
I do have a light blue. I am going to spend 1 of those soil to get 2 cubes. Here. And we're going to start playing this simultaneously, so that only the active player is sort of narrating, and then I can get +1 cube for every mushroom in this row, which is just 1 right now, obviously. Or cube.
Yeah, seed.
Cube.
No, just on that row.
Plant cube.
Oh, it just could go anywhere?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That one's specific. It has to go on that card.
They're plant cubes.
Yeah.
They're absolutely not seeds.
Oh, I thought they were seeds.
You thought wrong.
Well, that's just what we've always called them.
So that's my turn now. Did you do all your blues?
I did, so I'm taking my thing off.
I mean, I feel like you're gonna see me sort of milk this compost strategy for a little bit.
That's fine. I like the red now.
So I'm going to take 5 soil.
I'm going to take 2. And I'm going to use this ability to draw a card.
And compost 2 off the deck. And then I'll fire off my red. I get to draw 2 from my island. I get 2 soil from my climate, which is very nice. I can get rid of a compost, which I will, to draw 2 more cards. I can get rid of a soil for 2 plant cubes. See, this is where, if you enjoy firing off engines, it's happening right now. So pay attention. And then I can spend another soil to draw 2 cards. I'm pretty good on cards. And that is it.
Okay.
I gotta say, of all the times I've played this, this is my most satisfying,
I'm gonna go green.
effective early engine.
So I get to play 2 cards and then draw 4. So I'm gonna play.
And I can play one and
3.
draw one.
I'm gonna play the clamshell orchid. And I knew what I was gonna do here. 1 for the slime mold.
Ooh. I can plant 1.
You can plant 1, and then I get to look at 4 cards.
I'm planting organic soil, which costs 0 soil, interestingly enough. And I'm going to place it right here. And I'm going to move my cards up so you can all see them.
Alright, and I've chosen 1 to keep, and the rest of these 4 are getting discarded. And then I did play a yellow, so I get 2 soil back.
And then I get to
and
draw a
that's
card.
it. I don't have anything else that triggers from green, so that's it for me.
All right. Let's see. I'm looking for some, there we go, there we go.
I've got some specific goals here, so we'll see if they hit.
2, 4, 6, 8. Looking at my cards here for a second, everybody. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
What are you doing?
Okay. I am also going to plant.
Alright, so I get to plant again, huh?
And if you hadn't already picked up on it, there's no restrictions on taking the actions. If someone just planted, you can do it again. We could sit here and plant all
we
day.
could, and the game would
as
just
long
go.
as long as we had soil. So I'm gonna plant. So I'm gonna plant 2. I'm gonna plant this one here.
I'm gonna plant this one.
And I'm gonna plant it here, and this one here.
Costs
And then
me
I'm gonna
0.
adjust things for everybody, because I feel. Well, I guess I don't have to quite yet, but hopefully you can see all that. So I planted these. This cost me 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 soil.
Oh, I put another yellow ability, so I get 2 more soil.
I'm sorry. That would have cost me
I
6
get to draw a
soil,
card.
except my organic soil ran.
Yeah?
It makes all mushrooms cost 2 less soil.
Okay.
So I get 4 of those back.
Oh, you played 2 mushrooms?
Yeah.
Specifically?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
That also quite fun. And then I draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and keep 1. No.
Alright, this is gonna be.
Oh sure, I'll take you.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
Alright, I'm gonna do yellow, which is to draw 4 cards.
That is
so
the
I'm going
grow
to do that.
action,
1,
everybody.
2, 3, 4 cards.
I'm definitely not drawing cards. I'm taking 2.
And I get 2 growth, which are 1's gonna go on this person down here. Oh, he can only have 1, so I'm just gonna put this cap here to remind me that he's full. And this guy can only have 1. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do. I get 2 total. So let's do 1, 2. This guy's also capped out. Then I'm gonna trigger my yellow. Get rid of 1 compost for 2 cards. I'll do that. -1 compost for 2 growth. I will do that as well. So I'm just losing compost left and right, David. Lose a cube to draw 1 card. Sure, let's do it. Look at this. I got a lot of cards in my hand. I didn't find a way to compost these cards.
For 2 cubes.
And then I can add 3 to any adjacent plant. So I'm going to cap this guy out with 1. Then I'm going to go 2, 3.
That's my only yellow.
So there we go.
I only had 1 yellow ability.
Really?
You got a nice diversity
I got a lot of yellow
ability
abilities.
colors. That's not bad.
It's not super helping me, but...
So I fired off just my 1 to get 2 cubes. My turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
I'm going to water.
Blue?
Yep, so I'm going to take 6 cubes.
I'm going to take 2 of these. I got some light blue abilities.
4, 5, 6.
Definitely have some light blue abilities.
And then I can spend a soil to get 2 more cubes, which I will. Look at you, look at you.
Mm-hmm.
You've been growing.
I have been growing.
And then I get 2 soil. Oh, and then I fire off my... Oh, I did fire off that blue. This one, I get a growth, which I will take here.
Mm-hmm.
And a cube, which I will take here. This one, oh, nice. Cube on every one of these. Oh, yeah, you do want to pay attention to the order that you've laid your card downs and where you put things. Because I used an ability up here that allowed me to put cubes on things. And I put them on my Ling-Z, not remembering that when I got down here, I'd put 1 cube on each card in each mushroom in this row.
Alright, are you done? I
am done with my blue action.
I'm going to do the blue action as well and get 6 plant cubes.
I'll take 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, and then do all my light blue stuff. So I'm going to lose 1 soil to put out 3 more plant cubes. And 1 here. And then I will spend 1 to draw 1 card. And David, that gives me 4 plants filled with as many cubes and growth as possible. All 4 of these are, this one, this one, this one, and this one are all full.
Nice.
So I completed this first objective, so I get to take my token up there, and I'll get 15 points for that one at the end of the game.
I was thinking you were headed in that direction, and I was trying to get there. I was 2 turns away.
That's why I did so much growth. All right, I am done.
All right.
I'm interested to see what you do here, David.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Ryan.
Yeah?
I'm going to compost.
Good. I was hoping you would
5
actually.
soil.
I'm going to take 2 because now I actually have red cards to do stuff. I can start getting rid of some of the stuff from my hand.
5 soil, compost 2.
I get to compost 4 cards total.
And then fire off my reds and draw 1. R2, get 2 more soil. Get rid of a compost for 2 more cards. I will do that.
Alright.
2.
I got rid of my 4 cards.
Get rid of a soil for 2 cubes. I will do that too.
Oh, and now that I hit that goal, David, I'm going to play this event to lose 2 and compost 5 cards.
No, I'm not going to do that this time. But I will get rid of a soil. I will compost. Get rid of a compost, that is, to get a growth piece.
Okay.
And I am done with my red ability.
Alright. I will do growth. Green.
Nice.
I'm going to spend 9 for yellow sprouts.
I'm going to spend 2 for the blue milk mushroom.
Oh, nice. And I'm going to spend 1 for the silver leaf.
I'm going to move everything
So
over so everyone can see it.
And I don't think that's any other green for me.
This way, actually.
Oh, the silver leaf I'm going to put...
So now that I've played 4 side by side, I have defined my...
Actually, I'll do the red birch instead of the silver leaf. That feels better.
I have defined my space.
Uh-oh.
At least, actually both ways. And I have the blue milk, the red-caped scaberstock, and the brown rot fungus.
Dang.
Which gives me the hummingbirds.
Yep, I only have 2. I have the red and the yellow. I was just 1 play away.
I also have 2 multicolored abilities.
Yeah. I was hunting for another multicolored card.
I've had an insane card draw situation.
I've drawn.
Have you drawn a lot?
I had a ton of cards in my hand. I just composted 4 of them, though.
I mean, that's a lot of cards for me.
Well, I had a ton. I mean, if you want to, I've got a ton.
So that was your turn?
Yeah.
Did you draw 4 and choose one?
Oh, I didn't draw 4 and choose
So
one.
I'm going to just draw one.
Maybe I'll get one of those multicolored ones. Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll take this, though. Got my choice. All right.
Well, I have to take survey of my cards here because I've got a lot going on. That one's not bad. That's
well, it is your
a
turn.
possibility. I know. That one's not bad either, so I might do that. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, perfect. I'm gonna plant.
Good. Me too.
Well, I know because I chose it. That's how the game works. You know, on the drive over here, I was considering how I could fit in the immortal words of Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Earth. But
you just
it
did.
just didn't happen.
You just fit them in.
I know. That was my Trojan horse way of getting it in there. I am going to plant this. Where do I want to plant it? I need to take. Sorry, everybody. I need to take a look at the things going on. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, these are hard. These two are hard to get together.
Well, I'll plant this here for 2. And that is heather. And then I'm going to plant dragon sprouts. Wait. Yep, dragon sprouts here for 9. 2,
Nice.
4, 6, 8. And that's, I'm clean out of soil.
Well, that's good. So am I, actually.
So I planted those, and I don't have any green. No, do you have any green abilities?
No.
So,
yeah, my starting ability was green.
Oh, but that's just an ongoing.
Yeah.
When you play a yellow card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've been getting that. That's pretty solid soil for you.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, you've got the yellow sprouts. Not a bad one. Unless you copy an ability.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to do it.
And I didn't draw. Did you draw a card?
I did.
3, 4.
Actually, I think I'm gonna go compost.
Compost?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
So I get 5 soil. And I get to get
I'll
rid of 4 cards from my hand.
I think I'll get the 2 soil. And then fire off my giant composting engine.
I mean, I have a pretty big one too. That's why I did it now.
I don't need cards, so I'm not doing that one. And also, you don't have to use the abilities as you go through your tableau, which is nice. It's not a must. But
I'll spend a soil to draw 2 cards. I'll spend a soil to put 2 more cards in my pile here. I want to keep this one. It's tough to decide what to keep here.
These 2 cards and draw a card for my heather. Copy 1 rid of lily from your tableau. Oh, nice. I will do that again. Boy, oh boy.
I know, I have a lot. And I'm going to play an event card.
Compost.
Which just gives me 1 plant cube and 1 growth. So
2 more.
There we go.
Draw a card. Sorry, my situation's a little crazy.
I'll put that down here.
I drew
you
this
went all on red.
I drew this
you
rainbow,
all in on
so
red.
I'm going to play this rainbow to get a growth piece. I did go all in on red.
I'm reading all your comments, don't worry. I'm commenting on how beautiful the playmats look.
Yeah, I like it. Very clean design. Sorry, I'm still going through my red. I don't need 2 cards, so I'm not doing that. I'm going to compost another one, though. Compost Compost this, which gives me a growth piece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not that growth piece.
Okay.
And then this. Nope, not going to do that.
Okay.
I am done with my red. That was your
Alright,
action?
That was my action. That was my red action.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Well,
Are you gonna do it again?
compost. Hold on. Checking. I'm gonna plant.
Nice. I like that actually. Oh.
I'm gonna plant this brittle, prickly
I
pear
planted a yellow.
right here for 2, and the dahlias for 0.
Are they black?
Oh no.
No.
No. I'm playing the dahlias there, and the
I get to
prickly,
draw a card, don't
prickly pear here.
Yay!
And I got a 3x3 grid.
I don't. You're crushing me on those, David.
And no plant ability, so now I just draw 4 and keep 1. This might be the fastest game of this I've played.
Oh.
What time is it?
Almost 1.
Oh.
Well, we played pretty quick. We played a 4-player game in about an hour
we taught
over the weekend. Are you done?
Ooh.
David, with your growth?
Yes, I am. I'm just picking my card, so you...
I'm going to do red compost. Because I don't really have a soil engine, but this will get me soil and it'll let me keep adding cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can compost 4.
What did you do?
I'm doing red action again.
Compost.
Which I know you have a lot of stuff that goes off of that, but I can do -1. Compost 2 more cards. I'm running out of cards in my hand. I've been composting all of them.
Yeah, I'll take the 2 soil.
Alright. I did all my...
Sorry.
I did all mine.
Yes? No, I won't do that one either. I will do this one. I'll draw a card, and then I can compost 2. Compost this. And... Oof. This.
Yeah. It's been about 40 minutes so far, John says.
Not bad, not bad. And we are kind of talking it up, like explaining things and whatnot. Yeah, I'm going to have to compost this one instead.
Alright.
Sorry.
Is that all your reds?
No. Copy an ability. I'm going to copy this one and get 6 soil.
That gives you 3?
This one gives me 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to copy that with that one. This one, I can get cards, which I don't need. This one I can compost out of my hand and get a growth. Well, first I'm going to play this event card to get rid of a growth that I'm going to get right back to get 2 cubes. And like I said, I get that growth back right here. And then I can get rid of a... Nope, not going to do that.
Alright.
I am done.
Your action.
Okay.
Tiff, just because somebody has more cards out doesn't mean they're winning. Just FYI. She said you're doing really well. You have so many cards. I don't have as many as you. But I'm only playing ones that score points.
So that's dead. That one's good. That one's dead. This one's possible.
Alright, well.
I'm gonna plant.
Alright, me good. I figured you would.
So I will plant this hairy
Plant
crabgrass
yellow.
here for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 3x3, and I have 2 yellow, or 2 multicolored abilities.
And
that was what, green, right? So I got my 2 there. That's it. And I don't have any other green ability.
I'll plant this one here for 3.
So you're almost done with your whole 4x4.
I am. I'm one of my own plant actions away from finishing
That's
the
fine.
game.
I'm ready for it to end.
I need to draw.
I need to play one more card and then I'll be good. Alright, are you done? I'm doing yellow, by the way.
That one's pretty interesting. Yellow?
Yep.
I'll take growth. Oops.
So I'll lose a compost, I get 2 more cards.
2. I just got the
lose a compost to get 2 growth.
gorillas finally.
Did you?
Yeah.
Lose a cube to draw a card. I might as well play that. It's an action to get 1 soil.
My yellows can't do that.
I can plant 3.
I can draw cards.
So I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3 to finish that. Draw a card.
2.
Get 1 growth. I'm gonna copy that ability. Let's put the growth here. Actually, I'll put.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't
1,
compost
2 up here to complete that 1.
1 growth on each bush in this thing. Okay, that'll work. That'll work.
Where are my mushrooms?
I haven't done super great on growth this game, so you might get some points on me there.
Alright.
This one gets me a
Oh,
growth.
and lose a cube for a soil. Sure.
So I'll put that here.
I think that's it. Yep. That's it for me.
This one, no, not gonna use it. That's it for you?
Yep.
I'm gonna compost.
Okay.
So I get 5
I figured
soil.
you would.
I'm gonna be soil rich here in a second. 5 soil, and I get to
I might as well
compost
play
2
that.
cards off the deck. Then I get 2 cards if I chose the action, which I will. Plus 2 soil if I chose the action, which I did. Get rid of a compost to draw 2 cards. Not really necessary. Get rid of a soil to get 2 cubes.
I'm gonna do this. Lose 4 compost to get 4.
I'll probably do that.
1,
Compost 2.
2, 3, 4. I don't think I'm even gonna get 16 cards. That's a fact. This was red you did, right?
2.
Soil.
Get 3 soil and then 3 soil again.
Okay.
1. Rid of 1 soil for 2 cards. Don't wanna.
Let's do this Aurora Borealis. Lose 1.
Compost 1.
Compost to get 3 plant cubes.
And gain a growth piece. I will bring in this growth piece. Nope. And compost 3.
Alright. That was your red action, right?
That was my red action.
I'm gonna do the yellow action again.
Yellow action.
Draw 4 cards. Use the compost to get 2 more.
I will draw 2 cards.
I don't,
wait,
can't
do I get
do that.
cards anywhere?
Draw a card.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna draw 2 cards.
Alright.
I'm gonna take the growth.
Minus 2
pieces.
growth for 4 seeds. Or plant cubes, I'm sorry. But I'll get those growth right back.
And fire off my yellow. And get rid of the soil. Do I get soil anywhere?
Alright, that's it for me.
I draw a card. I get a growth on every bush in this column.
Okay, play that.
I get a growth. Put that here. This one minus. Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, go ahead.
Good to go?
Yep.
I'm gonna water.
Okay. I'm gonna take the 2 soil actually. Trick on my blue stuff.
6 cubes.
Triggering all the blue stuff.
And 2 soil.
Okay.
And that's blue.
Yep.
I can spend 1 soil.
Can't play that.
To get 2 cubes.
Can't play that. Alright.
1 growth to get 2 cubes. That makes some sense. A lot of times you're just spending 1 resource to get maybe 2 of another, and if they're all points, it makes sense. 1 growth and 1 cube.
David is playing, Chris says you're playing his kind of game. Lots of cards in the compost. I had a lot, but I've been spending a lot
on every mushroom. And that's it.
Alright, I'm going to plant. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, I'm going to plant these 2. Chicken of the Wood and Darian Lock. Only one of those was a yellow, so I get 2 back for it. Or no, that's not. What did I... No, that's not the one I want to plant. How did I mess that up? How did I mess that up? Well, it's too late now, isn't it? I just screwed up pretty bad. Oh no. Well, I'll spend the extra 4. I can't. I would have only had 2.
I'm going to plant Flooded Delta for 11. Flooded Delta gives me 13 cubes. Can I have some cubes? 4, 6.
You have space for 13?
No, I have space for 12. 8, 10, 12.
How did I mess this up so bad? Alright, that was green, right? So I got my 2. I have nothing else that does green, so I get to look at 4 cards and draw one, don't I? Come on. Nothing here helps.
Alright. Done?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
I'm not going to do so well on end game scoring, but I'm going to
planting again.
I'm going to plant again and plant my last thing.
Me
For
too.
2 soil.
And I don't even have.
Oh, you didn't do your last thing.
I have not. I do not have 16 cards. So
I planted pretty heavily.
I actually have, for scoring purposes, a scoring pad from Connor himself. So
nice.
yeah, I can edit this in just with the phone edit. So
nice. Thank you, Connor.
Yeah.
If you're still watching, is he still watching?
I don't know.
He probably just tuned in for the beginning. Connor's
Just to
got a
say
lot
he
going
was here.
on.
No.
By the way, while Ryan's doing that, big congratulations to Connor, not only for the success thus far on Earth, but also, did you see Trey Parker?
Oh yeah, named Summit his #1 game.
Trey Parker named Summit his #1 game, which is pretty cool. Now, with that said, it was the cooperative mode, which is
the better mode.
Which I'd probably agree with him on that. The competitive mode in Summit is pretty nasty.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
So first thing we're going to do is count all of the base victory points on your cards. That's the little leaf symbols there.
And it includes island and climate. We're going to do this silently so we don't screw each other up. $39.
I had 40. So that's close. All right, points from your event cards.
I probably lost some. -2.
All mine were zeros, so it was a wash for me.
Oh, you played a lot.
I did, but they were all right. Victory points for your compost pile. This is where you're going to have a lot, I think.
I mean, I have more than you anyway.
I have 18.
$27.
Yep, you definitely had more than me. All right, 1 VP for every growth cube, or plant cube.
Oh, the cubes?
I only have 20. You getting that card, that last card really helped.
Hold on.
I never played my third card with of a color. Man, I'm just all over on this game. I wasn't paying
50.
any attention. You had 50 points in cubes?
Yeah. Well, 13 of them just landed.
Yeah, I know. 1 victory point for every growth. So full plants give their white icon of.
Yeah.
This is where I tried to get most of my points.
You're gonna beat me here, I'm guessing.
Maybe. I had 36.
28.
I didn't beat you by that much. Any terrain cards that you might have. Mine gives me 3 points for every tree in this column, which is 3, 6, 9 points. I think that's the only one I have.
I don't have any that score.
So 9 points. All right, and then we're going to look at the victory points from the 2 terrains up there.
7 points per column in which each of the 4 cards have a different number of growth pieces on them, 0 to 6.
Yeah. Each one of mine does. So I have
1.
I have 21 points for that one.
I have 7.
Okay. And then the other one is if all 4 cards have a different color. I didn't do
In a
that.
column?
Yeah.
I have this one.
No, that you have 2 reds in that same column.
No, it's...
Yeah, no, they have to all be 4 different. You can't repeat, right? If all 4 cards have a different ability color.
Yeah, this has a brown. It's just like the multicolors. The other 2 don't count.
What? You just choose one? That doesn't count as a brown and a red?
It could count as a red if I needed a red, but
Oh,
it
that
doesn't count
changes-
as both.
That changes everything then.
Well, do you have points?
Well, I would have, but I looked at this one. It was like yellow and red, so I figured,
Well, you do.
no.
You have a brown,
Well, yes,
a yellow,
a red,
and a blue.
and a green, and this one as well. Then if I can say that this is not yellow, if I could just say this is no longer a yellow
I
card,
believe that to be the case.
sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, brown counts, he says.
Well, yeah, brown counts, but I thought you had to have
he
different
wouldn't
ones.
say,
So,
yeah.
I thought this counted as a yellow and a brown. I didn't realize I could just ignore the yellow.
Well, it's just like the multicolors. You can
Okay.
ignore the other 2.
Well, that's
So I only have...
big news.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I have another one. This one is 1.
That's huge.
And this one is 1. So I have 2, because
So
this
14
one
points?
definitely doesn't count, because I have 2 just reds in there.
All right, so 14 points.
Yeah, 14.
And then your personal one. Mine is 5 points for every column with 4 cards of the same type. I only got 2 columns. This last one just didn't make it, so I only get 10 points for that.
Oh, wait. Did you give me 14 points? Because it should have been 10, right?
Oh yeah, sure, you're right. It should have been 10.
And I'm sorry. What did you get on yours?
I got 10.
Yeah, I don't think I got a row if all 4 cards share one ability color. There's one?
Yep.
There's one?
I think just one.
Just one.
So that's 6.
6.
All right, and then points from up here.
So I got 45, 56.
Yeah, that's going to be the difference in this game. I should have put my stupid color one out, but I didn't. So I got 22. I only got 37. Ooh, yeah, you crushed me, David. Wasn't even close. Math on the live stream, which is my favorite thing to do.
Math on the live stream. That's a new Thursday live stream we're going to have. Where we just add scores up. If he comes up and says he wins, we're going to know he's not good at math.
I got 202.
202? I'm going to guess. This is probably one of my better games, but I'm guessing I probably got 250 something. That would be my hunch. My first game of this, I scored.
You got 221.
Just 221?
You got 221.
That's surprising given the deltas in different scoring. Where did you beat me a lot by?
Well,
I only beat you by 19 points.
Yeah, well, you're free to add it up yourself afterwards if you want to look back at it.
Well, I beat him.
2 to 221. That's it. So well, we didn't really go that far over. That was about an hour.
No, not too far over. It was a good game. It moves along, and no matter how long the game does take, which is never really long, it doesn't seem long. You're really doing it, and you're always engaged because you're doing stuff on everyone's turns. Yeah, I think this one's well, it's obviously a hit. The campaign's doing really, really well. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out now.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today, and we will be back next week.
Bye-bye.